Wepa! What's up, what's up, what's up? Hey, welcome to my latest episode on the Bomb Cooking Channel. I'm Juan Tony, the one and only. So, hey, today I'm making a family favorite. One of my children's all-time favorites is Pastelon, also known as the Puerto Rican lasagna. Don't know how we got the name Puerto Rican lasagna because there's no pasta in it or spaghetti sauce, pero that's what it's been called. People can relate to it, and now I'm going to show you how to make it from scratch. Okay, so a couple of things you need to know. First thing is you have to get the ingredients, which first is your ground beef. You need eggs. You need some, in this case, we're going to do cheese, and you need plantains, sweet plantains. So, how do you buy the plantains? Number one, first thing, when you go to the store, you may see them like green. Okay, when they're green, they're really not good for maduros because they haven't ripened yet, but they are good for tostones, and those are the plantain chips that you would serve like with a mayo sauce and garlic. So, what you want is you want them to be ripe and nice and yellow, pero the blacker the better. So I have a couple of them out here. I already did 4 platanos already, so we'll do one so I could show you. But basically what you need is you need 5 maduros, sweet plantains. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move this up the side so I can have more room to work. Now, what you want to also do is you want to prepare your meat, and the way you do your meat is you do your ground beef. Remember I told you 80-20, nothing less. If you want to see how to make the meat mixture, check out my video for the empanadas, and I go through step by step. But what you do is you need your ground beef, a pound of ground beef, sorfrito, adobo, Sazon, a can of tomato sauce, and pitted capers and olives. Okay, that will be how you do your meat. Now, what I want to do is I want to show you how to cut up this sweet plantain, aka maduro. So first thing you want to do is you want to cut off the ends, and then what I do is I cut it down the middle. Then I take one of them and I slice 1, 2, down the sides, and then that makes it easier to peel. Now, as I said, I'm doing this from scratch. Now, the thing with the pastelon, it's not the kind of meal you could just wake up in the morning and say, I want pastelon today, because you need really ripe, nice and ripened plantains. So on days that I'm in the mood for a pastelon and then I can't find a ripe plantain, what I do is I go to the supermarket and they do sell platanos, which also says maduro. These are the sweet ones. You will find them in the frozen food section. Several companies make it. I know Goya, Iberia, they make it. It's when you use this, what you want to do is when it gets to defrost a little bit, you want to take the rolling pin and flatten them out because they are kind of fat. I'm going to throw this back into my oven, that's in my refrigerator. Now, anytime that I use a sweet frozen, I got too much stuff in my fridge. Anytime you use a sweet or frozen, a frozen plantains, my children are like, yo, papi, you cheated. So, but in a pinch, and when you're in the mood, and where I live, it's kind of hard to find ripened platanos. So I keep the frozen ones on hand, and anytime I find the plantains, I buy them, and I wait for them to ripen. So, what you want to do is you want to take your bananas, you want to cut down the middle once, and then take 1/2, cut that in half, and then the next one, cut that one in half, boom, boom, boom. This way, one banana will give you 4 or 8 half-size slices. So the next thing you want to do is you want to put them in the oil. so they could fry up. Like I said, one banana will give you, when you cut them the way I did, it will give you 8 pieces. Okay, so as that's working, dump this. As that's frying, I'm going to get ready to do a little bit of prep work. I'm going to move my cover there. Okay, I don't know if you notice, I do wash my hands a lot when I cook because I don't like to cross. I don't like to cross foods over, and also I hate it when my knives and the utensils that I use has food on it. Okay, so one of the things you're gonna need, went over the ground beef, talked about the maduros, the plantains. Next thing you're gonna need about 4 eggs. So we'll take the eggs and we'll just cut them up in here. Now, different ways for people to crack an egg. Some do on the side of the bowl, some do it with their hands, boom, boom, boom. The easiest way and most effective way that I use it, you just take an egg on a flat surface, tap it so that it gets an indentation, put your thumbs in there, pull them apart, and that's it. I'll do that again in case you missed it. Just grab the egg, tap it, it'll cause like a dent, a circular dent, where your thumbs could fit in, and you could crack the egg that easy. And I never get shells in my eggs. Okay, so we got the eggs in there. Next thing I want to do is I just want to beat them a little bit, like Michael Jackson. Beat it, beat it. No one wants to beat it. Okay, so we got your scrambled eggs. So now we're going to get ready to put it all together. Like I said, I got my meat mixture already. I pre-did the meat mixture for you. And again, if you want to see how I did that, just check out my video for empanadas by scratch. So I always spray the bottom of my pan. It's just a thing that I do. Some say, oh, the oil from the frying of the maduros will suffice, but I always spray. So I got my maduros, I got my ground beef, and I got my cheese. Now here's the thing. First thing you want to do is you want to layer your maduros in the bottom of your pan. Now, when you fry them, I fry them differently. See this, how this is? It's like kind of yellow. I really prefer them a little bit darker, so does my wife. So I did some dark and some not so dark. My wife likes it when they're like a little bit over cooked. And when you'll notice when you are frying the maduros, it really ripens one, they'll come out like really, really black. Oh man, they're so sweet. So I would lay across like 8, and then I'll do another. If you need to, if you're writing down, well, how many do I put down? Well, I do 8 halves across, and then 2 and 2, which is like a banana and a guineo and a half. Excuse me, a plantain and a half. Don't buy a guineo and try to make this. Cut that one in half, so we fill up the tray. Okay, now the next thing you want to do is you want to take your meat. Now we're going to be doing like 2 layers, so you want to make sure that you put like, Your first layer you put meat, and you're gonna put a plátano, and then more meat. So what you want to do is you want to do at least, you want to put out at half of your meat on each layer. And that'll be easy to do. Just look at your pan, just draw an imaginary line down the middle, or literally just put a line with your spoon. And just spread out the beef. Just put it in and then just spread it out. Now, when my abuelita used to make this, she would put string beans in her guineos, and her plátanos, and I grew up eating it like that. Recently, since we've kind of adapted this this Americanized version of this, that's why they call it the Puerto Rican lasagna. So I know a lot of my family now put cheese in it. So what kind of cheese? Whatever cheese you like. I'm using Monterey Jack cheese for this one. You could use that, mozzarella, whatever cheese that you like. So like I said, we're gonna do like 2 layers, so you wanna put at least maybe about a third. So how much should I put in here? 1.5 cups of cheese. Okay, so I got some cheese in there, so I'm gonna do my next layer of maduro. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, let me flip these over a little bit. That oil needs a little bit help, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch it over to my stove. Okay, so here we go. We got 4, 5, 6, 7, and I'll squeeze a smaller one in there. Then we'll do a couple more here. Okay, then we're going to put the rest of our meat in here. Look, see how that's going. Wepa! All right. So finished with that, move my meat around, boom, boom, boom. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Can I get a whip out there? All right, gotta work on that. Okay, we're gonna put some more cheese. And again, I use 1.5 cups of cheese. If you wanna use the full 2 cups, it's up to you. Okay, then now we do the top layer of maduro. Now here's the thing with the plantains. Now I've also done this without frying the plantains at all. Just cutting them, the sweet plantains, just cutting them, putting it all together, and then sticking it in the oven and let it bake in the oven. I've done that, and it comes out delicious also. So if you're worried about you know, the oil and fried stuff, so that's also an option for this recipe. A matter of fact, what I'm going to do, I'm going to use, I'm not going to let this fry all the way. they're nice and sweet. Just want to turn them over, take some of that excess oil off. Okay, and now I'm going to just layer the top with this nice fresh plantain. Like I said, I've made this also with fresh. I never, you know, everything, you could do whatever you want, make the recipe your own. But I will tell you this, or attest to this, that using just the plantain, just cutting it and then just putting it in there like that and let it bake in the oven, that works also, and it comes out delicious. Now with your egg mixture, what we want to do is now we want to pour the egg mixture over with the intent of it seeping to the bottom. And what the egg does as it seeps through, it kind of keeps everything together. And then just swish it around a little bit. And then take the last of your cheese and just sprinkle it on top. Not a whole lot of cheese. I use 1.5 cups. If you want to use 2 cups, you can. So I have preheated the oven to 350, and I would put this in there for about 1.5 hours. So I will be back in 1.5 hours, no, excuse me, 45 minutes. I'll be back in 45 minutes to see the finished product. So I will see you soon. Wepa! Alright, I'm back. It's been 45 minutes. It looks like amazing. So, just want to recap. I'm going to go over everything real quick, because I know sometimes when I cook, I kind of leave stuff out because I already know in my mind what I'm doing. So, the plantains, the plátanos. This is a plátano. When it's green, this is good to make tostones. It's not good for maduros, which is the sweet plantains. So when you buy it like this, you have to wait till they turn yellow. Okay, this is nice and ripe. You can make maduros with this. You could also make pastelon with this. But the blacker, the sweeter. So these are the 3 stages of the plátano: green, yellow, and black being the sweetest. So now the plantains. Then we need the ground beef. We know ground beef 80-20, sorfrito, adobo, Sazon, tomato sauce, and capers and olives that are pitted. 4 eggs, cheese of your liking. I actually added another cup of cheese on this because I wanted it to look really pretty for you guys. So I put 2 cups of cheese. You could put 3 cups of cheese. Whatever cheese you like, you can mix and match cheeses. You could use Swiss cheese in the middle, put mozzarella cheese on top. So whatever cheese you want, and that's it. And then again, you use your 4 eggs, you scramble them up, you pour it in, and then it makes it like really, really awesome. So we're gonna cut it up and serve it out. Oh, that looks beautiful. Yeah, baby. Oh, yeah. So this is my pastelon de wonton. Look at that. You get one. I hope you guys could see this. You have 1 spoonful. You have the cheese, the maduro. You have the ground beef. You see some of the olives in there. Nice little blow. Oh man. Oh man. Ooh, that's not just good. That's the bomb right there. So, hey, this is the Pastelon recipe. One other note, I specifically left my wash machine on, excuse me, my dishwasher on, so you may have heard the humming. Because in my kitchen and in true life, you have to do multiple things at once. So I kind of left that noise there. I ran it on purpose because, you know, that's what life is. So, hey, God bless you guys. See you in my next episode. Enjoy. Um, like me, share me, and hit the red button subscribe. It's on the right hand side, right below this picture. God bless, and see you soon.